How you all doing? Right, so my first task was to get all the coolant system done. But we've got to get the exhausts on. So let me get the exhaust cleaned up and I'll be back in a minute. Had a repair there, look. Before the clean up. Okay, now we've got the after shot. Not too shabby, not too scabby. Pretty presentable if you ask me. Right, let's get them fitted. Right then, just before I put the exhaust on, I think I better fit the pillion footrest. Sorry about the noise in the background, but it's bloody cold today. I will put a dab of grease on these because I have got to get them off again to do the cosmetics at a later date. Stick that in there. Number 2, can we find the hole? Can't find the hole. Story of my life. Where's the hole? Don't tell me there's a snap. There can't be a snap one. I just took it out there. I see what's going on. That goes on the top. The peg goes underneath. Divvy. Pinch that up. Pinch that up. And then go. Yamazaki. Yamazaki. Oof. And lock them down. We can put the little 10mm in the top there. Screw that in all the way. Tools are a bit JCB-ish, I know, but it's all I've got to hand. I can't find the little 1/4-inch dainty ratchet. Well, I can find the ratchet, but I can't find the socket to fit it. Yeah, there's the ratchet. No socket. Just lightly pinch it up, not too tight. Now I think we can get the exhaust on. Shall we call this exhaust day? See how exhausting this is going to be. Right, got that in sort of situation. Found all the brackets. Drop them down there. I think they just go all on top of each other like that. So let's get one. Put that under there. Right, let's have a lie down on the floor. Right, let's get these 4 nuts off. I don't know if I've got to get that on first. I should think we're interfering with the oil cooler. I don't know. One way to find out, isn't there? Are they going to stay in there? Nope. They're not going to stay in there, so let's put a dab of grease on them. Hopefully they'll stay there. And the last one, number 2. Stay. Right. Let's try and assume the position. Oh my god. Got to go up there like that. And that on there. Then that on. There. Try and get a nut on. You stay on that. This is hard work. just fell out, had it? You go back in there, and back up to there. Get that nut on there. I'm gonna stay there for a second. Stay there. Oh, I stretch my back. Oh, get out. Oh my God. Right, let's put some in there. Will that fit in there for now? Try and get that one on. Hope you can see up here because it does look pretty dark. Here or where? I can't see it. Just doing it by feel because I can't see a solid wall. That's that one. Get this one. I hope I'm not going to have trouble with that oil bloody cooler. I'll probably have to set this off again. I think I'm going to have to get the oil cooler and try it. Hang on a minute. I'll be back. Right then, I think we're okay because this Y-shaped pipe goes on there. Like that, I think. So we should be okay. It goes down to this banjo bolt down here. So I think we'll be alright. Right then, so we're down to the middle section. Hopefully you can see in there. There's a bolt got to go in there. And if you push it up as hard as you can, I don't know if that's going to show up, but there is a big gap between the brackets, so I think I'm going to need a spacer in between there before I put the bolt in. Okay, so we need a spacer. We could use an old rusty nut. Just stick that behind there. Nobody's ever going to see it, but if somebody takes it apart, they're going to see it, aren't they? And they're going to think, oh, this is a bit bodged up in it, this bike. So what I've done is I've got one of those what was spear off the engine spacer part. Just cut it off. Made a little spacer which looks like it's supposed to be there. So let's use that one. Okay, so we get that behind there. It says get that behind there as if it's going to be nice and easy. But it's not. Oh, come on, Johnny. Where the hell has that gone? It's disappeared into the abyss. Put that there like that. Press the exhaust on it. There you go. Now is the bolt gone? Get the bolt through. There we go. There we are, we've got it. I've done a few exhausts in my time, and I've certainly learnt that you never tighten any bolts up until you've got the last fixing in, which is going to be this back one. Okay, so hopefully you can see that. Doesn't look very lined up, does it? We're out of line. So the exhaust is too far back and the footrest is too far forward, so we can't get a bolt in it no matter how we try to adjust it. So like I said, make sure all your bolts are loose. So now we're going to have to slacken this clamp, which was already tight by the way. Captive nut on the back, so we're okay. slacken that up a fair bit. Let's give it a tap with my rubber rabbit. Let's see if we can persuade it. Right then, so we've moved it, but not a lot. I can only find these bolts at the moment, Allen key bolts. I don't want to stick it in that way, because it doesn't look right to me. So I'm going to stick it in that way for now. Put a fat washer on it. Put a flanged nut on it. Just until I get some new nuts and bolts. And I can just swap it out. Right, I think that's all on. Now we could do the other side. I did cut both sides off to make another spacer for this side as well. Okay then, so that's all the exhausts locked down, both sides. Probably not going to see up there, it's a bit dark at the minute. So now I think we can get the cooling system done. Right then, this is a few days later. After I got all the exhausts on, we had a bit of a disaster. That is one of the oil pipe banjo bolts. You could probably tell what the bits are. Screw, 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 screw. Oh, screw it. I suppose I better show you, hadn't I? Let's put in the wire pipe on, the oil pipe, and tightening that one up. And if you could see, this sump casing decided to smash open. So I think the exhausts have got to come off again. And I think we've got to put this dirty one on. So I'm going to have to get all the sump off, clean this up, get this back on, and put these in very carefully. You backing bastard. Oh my God, why do we do this to ourselves? It's just a passion, I guess. Whew, now we're back to where we was. We've got all the sump fixed on, all the oil pipes fixed on. Oh my God. So we're going to try and fix the Wi-Fi pipe. This time I'll start with this one. It shows you how easy it is to smash through this aluminium. Wasn't even going that tight on it. Yep, feels alright now. Right, let's try the top ones. The washer on the back. bolt in, washer on the back. Drop the washer on the floor, take the bolt out, start again. Drop the washer on the floor again. These are so hard to tighten up. Just get them slightly out of line and you've got no chance. Doesn't feel right. No, it doesn't feel right. Got to make sure you get these perfectly lined up or it's not going to work. Got it, we've got it, we've got it. Thank God for that. Put the washer on. Oh. Right, now I can finally lock them down. Yes, make sure you can screw these banjo bolts in by hand. If you can't, and you keep going, it's possible, whatever you're screwing into, there might be a little explosion. Like that. Alright, we'll lock them down. And that's my Y on. My Y pipe. Thank God for that. Right then, disaster overcome. Oh my God, what a plonker. Still, crisis over. All done. Now, we can get all the radiator unit in there. Yes, I'm afraid we're not going to be able to have time to do the cooling system this week. We'll have to do it next week. And I'm afraid that's all down to my stupidity of tightening things when they don't feel right. I'm blowing the sump case up. But still, I didn't really get upset about it. I just got on with it and did it. You know what I mean? There's just something about this bike that stops you from getting pissed off. Just enjoy every minute you're working on it. I've always said to myself, you can't beat an old Kawasaki for perfect manufacturing and over engineering. Yes, they're brilliant bikes, the old Kawasaki's. Anyway, I didn't really want to share this with you, but my wife is going into the hospital. My wife is going into hospital for a serious operation on her lung. A right lung. Yes, she's got the disease we all don't like to talk about. Anyway, she's going in on the 8th of April, and then it's going to be a very long recovery, and I'm going to be with her every step of the way. So if you don't see any videos coming up, please bear with me, and I'll try to get them up as and when I can. Anyway, put all the stressful stuff to one side, and stay well, stay safe, and I'll see you on the next one.
I'll see you in another life, brother.